Okay, I'm going to do my best here to show you all how to install your bed shield. And I'm doing it all by myself, so if I have to put my phone down, that's just how it goes. So I would like you guys to turn off your machine when you do this. I'm not going to because I need the light to show you guys how to do it. But I strongly suggest that you guys turn off your machine, unplug it, do everything you got to do, okay? This is just for me videoing it, and I've done this a lot. So you guys turn off your machine, okay? So on your machine, on this part, there's a split right here in the plastic where your machine goes together, and they have to take it apart to do whatever. The bed shield covers that whole thing up. If they ever have to take your machine apart, they'll just take a razor blade and split it. It's not a big deal. However, if you soak that with water, you could very well get water down in there. Don't soak it with water. So what I've done so far is I cleaned it really good with window cleaner. Then I got my canned air, which I'm going to grab. And I cleaned it really good. My dog is having a fit right now. You want to make sure that all the lint, everything is gone from that area. If it's linty, you're going to get lint under your shield and you won't like it. Okay, so make sure that's gone. Now, what I want you to do is wet that area. So you're going to, let's see if I can do this. You're going to spray. Stay away from that crack. Stay away from all the cracks. Just spray it. Get it a little bit wet. Take your clean finger and just kind of spread it around. Just spread it around. You're not going to hurt anything. Getting it a little damp is not going to kill it. You don't want any like dry spots on it. Okay, see, I don't have. You're also going to get your piece of shield wet, but you want to make sure both surfaces have water on them. And you'll see what I mean here in a minute. All right. See, I kept it away from the crack. No water's going in the crack. All right, so there's my piece. Now I think I'm going to have to put the phone down to do this. I'm not sure. I'm going to give it a try. So, yep, I'm going to have to put the phone down. Excuse me, ladies. Hold on. Ladies, guys, whoever. Okay, I'll keep talking. So I'm going to peel my back off and hold it. Wish I had a video crew. Wouldn't that be great? So I peeled the back off. Hold on, people. I'll show you what I did. If I can get unstuck. All right. I peeled the back off. That's the back sticking up. So I let it go. Now, I have a little towel in my lap. Don't put the stuff on the towel. The towel has lint on it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to spray the back of that, not on my machine, but I'm going to spray it and get it all wet. Got to put the phone down again. Hold on. I'm holding it up and I'm going to spray it and get it wet. And I will get the camera here in a minute. Once it's wet, it won't stick to itself. Okay? Hold up, ladies. Here we go. It's usually ladies doing this. All right. See that? It's now all wet. All right. One more time. I'm going to put the phone down so that I can place this on there, and then we'll get back to where we're supposed to be. Okay, hold on. Now, any little soap bubbles is where our air bubbles are going to come in. So I'm going to lay this on my machine. Okay. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Ha! Can't even see I did it. Okay, so I have that piece. You can see. See it sliding around? I have that piece on there now. And because I wet both pieces, the machine and the shield, it slides a little bit. You've got about 5 minutes before it starts really sticking and the water starts evaporating. Change hands. To get it where you want it to be. Now, if you watched my other video where it showed the blue pieces of construction paper, you'll know kind of how the pieces are supposed to be. They're supposed to be a slight edge all around it because it moves a little bit when you start kind of pushing it to get the air bubbles out and the extra water out. So if I look, I can push it a little bit that way, a little bit that way. Come on, go to focus. There we go. See that? See the air bubbles? I can get those out. But not yet, because if I start pushing on it, the whole piece will move. You just want to make sure that you look at all the edges and that you have it centered in all the pieces, in all the areas. See that? Beautiful. And normally, no, it's not going to fit perfect. You may not get that huge, big air bubble. Focus. There. See it? Your machine's not perfectly flat right there. However, over time, it sucks down and it gets pretty low. This stuff is porous. And if I left it like that and just left it, the air bubbles and all the water, everything would evaporate and disappear. But it would take longer then. So you can start with your damp paper towel. In fact, spray a little soapy water. Your water has to be soapy. You can't just spray water on it and expect it to work. It will not work that way. So you want to push your air bubbles in your water. See if we can see that guy move. Look at that. Yep, came out. See? Push him towards the edge. And they'll disappear. But the more you can get out, the better the whole thing looks. And it's really that easy. Yeah, I make it look easy because I've done it a couple of times. I will say that I took this on my little retreat with me, and I had my little friends do it, and they all did a great job. And some had more air bubbles than others, and everyone's air bubbles are gone. So it's really not... It's not that difficult. It just seems difficult, but you can do it. You just have to push the air bubbles out. See, there's a few. You have about 5 minutes, and pretty soon the edges start sealing down, and you won't be able to get anything out of there. So just don't push really hard. If you push really hard, you will move it, and then you'll say, oh, I moved it. Then you have to start all over. There's a big one right there. Just gently push it that way. I'm not going to worry about that one in the middle. It will disappear. What I'm going to do is later on, as the days go by, I'm going to take a picture every day. And you will all see, oops, see, I moved it. I pushed too hard. Look at that. That's all right, because I can move it back. But if you lift it up, you might get air bubbles under it. And a little fuzzy. Those fuzzies are, look at that. Fuzzy. Once the fuzzies are under there, I mean, you can work and work to get them out. but they're a little bit difficult. That's why I say in the instructions, clean, clean, clean. And you can overwork it. It's just not necessary. Don't work that hard. It's just a fuzzy. We're more worried about scratches than we are fuzzies. Really, you can't see them. That looks pretty good. What do you think? I see a bubble. I'm going to obsess about bubbles. It's not necessary. Got it. Looks pretty good. But I see them, but it's all right. Yep, see? You can see that right there. That's because the machine's not flat right there. It doesn't matter. It will suck down. Don't worry it, because you'll end up pushing water down in there and you just don't want to do it. You just want your film on there and it looks good. You just want to get the excess water out from under it. Nice. See, there's that piece. Wish I had better lighting. Scratched. Not scratched, but you can see little bubbles. Okay, I'm done with that piece. I'm going to clip this video and move on.